welcome to the paradise island of Mauritius in the middle of the beautiful Indian Ocean, where we're lucky enough to be preparing for the final of the World's Strongest Man 1996. After 4 heats, we've already whittled the 24 strongest men in the world down to 8. Not that that's been easy. Iceland's Magnús Ver Magnússon was a bit shaky in his first 2 events, but he managed to get angry enough for the last 2 to make sure he got his place in the final. Scotland's Forbes Cowan proposed to his girlfriend just before his heat. Luckily, she said yes, and that luck lasted. He cruised through to the final.
Seconds, and he keeps going through the line. That's warmed the spectators up, and Forbes' girlfriend, Angela.
So we've already had some surprises and some disappointments. And in this, an hour-long final, we'll be expecting a lot more. But I'm sure you'll agree with me when I say there couldn't be a better location on the planet for one of the most incredible contests in the world. Paul.
Yes, it really is a pleasure to be here on this island. The atmosphere is so relaxing, and it generally helps you unwind. But we're going to change all that with a storm of frantic activity. Now, if you've been watching the heats, you'll know that there's been a lot of blood, sweat and tears. There have been a few shocks as well. And that means that amongst our list of 8 finalists, we have 3 first-timers, all hungry for success. And as well as new faces, we've got some new events as well. And the very last of the 8 events, it's called the Power Stairs. It's the toughest test I've ever seen. Incidentally, nobody has ever won 3 times in a row before. So can Magnús Ver Magnússon create his own little piece of history? One thing is for sure, everybody here agrees this is the most difficult contest ever in terms of predicting the overall winner. I can promise you, we're in for a fantastic competition.
Magnús Ver Magnússon is already a legend in the world of the strongman, but has time caught up with this experienced veteran? An African has never won this crown, but Gerrit Badenhorst has been closest. His jovial character betrays his passion for winning. Our Latvian Olympic weightlifter Raimonds Bergmanis has gained a lot of friends since qualifying. His attitude is try hard and enjoy it. Scotland's Forbes Cowan cruised through the heats. He's in the form of his life, but has he the all-round performance required to win? Finland's Riku Kiri looked every inch a champion in the heats. If he continues to show that form, he could be a big threat to everyone. Our second finalist from Finland, Jorma Ojanaho, takes a relaxed approach to life. But as soon as he competes, watch out for some explosive action. Flemming Rasmussen is delighted to be in the final. This former 10-pin bowling champion's latest challenge will be his biggest test ever. The Faroe Islands' largest ever sporting export, Regin Vagadal amazed everyone in the heats with his courage, composure and massive strength.
And for the last time this year, we come to Lakoko Beach Hotel to prepare for the first event. The hotel has suddenly become a hive of training with the development of new skills, fitness, and of course the ability to psych out your opponents. Away from the relaxation of the resorts, the island's main industry is sugar manufacturing. Everywhere you go, there are fields and fields of sugarcane, which all have to be transported to the factory in these huge 20-ton vehicles. And this is event 1. The men don't have to take the truck all the way to the factory, but they do have to take it to the end of the course, 20 metres, which I think is more than enough. And at least by the end of this event, any Mauritian with a broken down tractor will know whether there's an alternative vehicle recovery service available. So, one last chance to find out how the competitors think they'll do.
Can you win?
Yeah, there is a possibility. There is a possibility there.
A lot of people are saying that Riku Kiri can win this year's competition. How does that make you feel?
No, sanotaan, että jalka huononti mun asemi, että nyt täytyy mennä laji kerrallaan aina ja jalan mukaan. Että lähtökohta oli parempi, sitten tämä loukkaantuminen vähän pudotti sitä.
Is there any one event you're looking forward to more than all the others?
No. All is hard work.
And it's Flemming Rasmussen from Denmark we see first in the 1996 final. The first man to get strapped to this enormous tractor and trailer, weighing over 20 tons in all. The first competitor for referee there, Dougie Edmonds, to send on his way as fast as possible down the 20-metre course. Now, the length of this course is that of a cricket strip, which may not seem very far, but when you're dragging this sort of weight with every muscle in your body, believe me, it's a long way. And for those of you who've watched World's Strongest Man in years gone by, this is a very familiar sight. We've had boats, cars, fire engines, giant trucks, and even aeroplanes being pulled over the years. And this cargo of sugarcane, the latest to be hauled, and it's going well. Flemming has kept the pressure on here. Just needs about another metre. Well done indeed, 41.69, and I'm sure watching that you'll get some idea of the huge strength these guys have. Every inch of the body affected by the huge weight. And now it's the turn of the Latvian, who competed in weightlifting in the Centenary Olympic Games in Atlanta, Raimonds Bergmanis. And as I said in his introduction, he's made a lot of friends here by his total commitment and sportsmanship. Loves a competition, but already he's finding this first test in the final very difficult. The load is moving, but nowhere near as fast as Flemming's pull. And look at the tread on those tyres. Surely that's going to make it more difficult. They're not exactly slick racing tyres, are they? He's almost being lifted off his feet by this giant load. Enough sugarcane there to keep this whole crowd going for a year or so if you've got a sweet tooth. Oh, all over the place. He'll never take it from that position. The tractor's come to a grinding halt. He's had enough. The distance will have to be measured. There's Ojanaho. He goes soon. But Bergmanis, a very difficult start. Forbes, what sort of shoes are those?
These are actually rock climbing shoes. Supposed to be the ultimate grip on rock or on tarmac. So in a competition like this, you've got to try and use anything to get the edge.
Well, Scotland's Forbes Cowan goes in a little while. Now it's the Faroe Islands. Sea captain Regin Vagadal wearing ordinary trainers, who's the third man up. Well, if you were watching the heat, you'll remember Regin's first event nearly ended in disaster when he was carrying two giant lorry engines across his back. When he crossed the line, he tumbled forward with the whole weight crashing down on top of his head. He's recovered well, and I tell you what, he's going well here. There's the champion watching with interest. Regin is staying low. That's important. He's not doing badly here. He's not going to beat Rasmussen's time. The legs have got to keep working. Less than a metre to go. Just outside 50 seconds, he's in second place. Rasmussen still in the lead. Ver Magnússon and Badenhorst warming up. And now Scotland's Forbes Cowan, complete with rock climbing boots, ready to go, and 41 seconds to beat. Staying very... Oh, a slip. Now that is going to make it very difficult to get the tractor going again. Well, he's done it, but I'm sure he's lost time there. He regained his composure very quickly, and he's staying low. That's good. Building up speed all the time. So maybe his choice of footwear is right after all. There's fiancée Angela. He's got to carry on driving for the line. He's going to be well inside Rasmussen's time. This is terrific by Forbes Cowan. 36.55, fantastic, and big size of relief all round. Well done, Scotland. Denmark not impressed.
Just the start you wanted?
I'm happy with that. I've still got the madmen Badenhorst and Magnússon to come, so we'll see what happens.
These 20 tons of sugarcane make just 2 tons of sugar. And this is where it comes from originally. Sunrise in Mauritius finds workers cutting cane in fields all over the island. And just cutting that much takes 10 people 5 or 6 hours. From here, the cane gets transported to the factory. And this is the more usual way of doing it. There, it's dumped into the refining machine to be mushed, washed and pulped into the more recognisable ingredient, which gives our competitors their raw energy.
And back we go with one of our madmen, as Forbes put it, Gerrit Badenhorst. He really did fancy his chances in this event. A rock-solid performer is Gerrit, built like a giant rugby prop forward. He's been very successful in this sport over the years and would desperately love to be crowned world's strongest man this year. Forbes' time of just over 36 seconds is going to be very tough to beat. But the man from Bloemfontein has really got a head of steam up. He's at least as fast as the Scots time, and remember, Forbes had that little slip at the beginning. Oh, I think he's going to beat it. 34.51. He's taken the lead by over a second, and he loves every minute of these contests, and winning helps. Always the performer. Now Jorma Ojanaho gets ready. The driver too, ready to release the brakes. Jorma, 20+ stones. This is the man who's taken over the role of the muscle man in this competition from Austria's Manfred Herbel. The man who had the biggest arms in the world, over 23 inches. Herbel had a desperate car crash over 2 years ago, but thank goodness he's recovering. But at the moment, all eyes on Jorma Ojanaho, the first of our Finns that we see in this final. He's going very, very well indeed. Looking impressive. It's going to be another fast time. Oh, look at this, 34.26, 0.3 of a second ahead of Badenhorst. He's in the lead.
The music and the muscles worked. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I feel good. Went well.
Just 2 more men to go in this first event. Magnús Ver Magnússon here, the reigning champion. He goes first. And then Ojanaho's Finnish compatriot, Riku Kiri, who has a slight injury on that right leg. Magnússon, the master, who is not as dominant as usual in the heats. Now that time by Ojanaho is going to be tough to beat by anybody's standards, but I suppose you have to fancy this guy because of his experience and all-round ability in both technique and power. Looking very smooth and effective, wearing the same climbing boots as Forbes Cowan. Moving this monster slowly but surely. Magnus really beginning to attack. That's the ever-present Asta, Magnus's girlfriend, encouraging Iceland's big hope. Now this has turned out to be very quick indeed. Oh, 34.69. He's in 3rd place. The top 3 now, all within 0.4 of a second. Ojanaho still the leader. Riku Kiri now the last to challenge in this first event. And that right leg is very heavily strapped indeed. There you can see it. And surely that's going to affect him in this event, where the calf muscles really have to work hard. Still, Kiri is slightly bigger than the top 3 guys in terms of body weight, and that could be an advantage. Massive upper body development too. Well, this load of sugarcane, it's on a slow journey, but a very significant one as far as Riku is concerned. Victory in event 1 would be a real boost to him. He's well outside the time though. Well down the table, 40.55, only in 5th place.
Well, I'm sure they're all pleased that first event is over, and it's certainly shaken them into some sort of order, with Jorma, the dark horse from Finland, furlongs ahead.
It's good to be consistent. It doesn't matter if you win 1 or 2 events. It's better to be consistent, and I'll try to be consistent.
I'll tell you what though, I bet he's delighted with that win. As we come to the car rolling event, event 2. And Bergmanis on the right-hand side, Vagadal on the left. The first time either of them have tried this event, where they have to roll the saloon car through 360 degrees in the fastest possible time. Regin 7th in event 1, Bergmanis a disappointing 8th. Now don't stray too far from your seats. This event doesn't last very long. The first stage, getting the car on its side, and the official there just putting a barrel under the chassis to stop it crashing back down. And look at this, the Faroe Islander well on his way now. Onto the roof and back over. Not a sprint finish, but what do you expect when you weigh over 20 stone? 24.26. Bergmanis on his way as well. It's a little slower, of course, and Bergmanis just finding life a bit difficult out there. Come on now, a big effort required. He gets it over the line, 39.60. That, I fear, is not going to get the Latvian many points. Riku Kiri is still suffering from the last event. Needs to relax while he can. And Bergmanis already finding life difficult.
Riku Kiri, Finland.
Rasmussen now and Kiri, 2 enormous men. Elizabeth Kiri looking concerned. Riku is definitely injured. Rasmussen down in 6th place.
Ready, and on the whistle.
Here we go. This first lift is very important, and Kiri made it look so easy. Rasmussen going well. And look at this, Kiri just about finished. This is astonishing. Kiri hurtles towards the line, Rasmussen soon after him. Those are two remarkable times. And those two cars made to look like a couple of paperweights. Well, Forbes Cowan out now on the far side, hoping for a good result here. And Magnus, he's just seen an incredible time set by Kiri. Well, as you can hear, big screams for both men, especially Magnus once again. Forbes just having a bit of difficulty with that first stage, but Magnus going well. Oh, that nearly came back on Forbes Cowan. Look at this, Magnus is going well. Astor about to burst a blood vessel. 15.64 for the Icelander. Here comes Forbes Cowan. 21.26. A good job by both men. Forbes Cowan a little bit battered and bruised.
Resting a little bit, okay.
Forbes, you look as though you've been 2 rounds with Mike Tyson.
No, I got up quick enough, but I missed the roll.
Okay.
You don't even feel this. This is nothing. It's real disappointment. I'm not turning it fast enough.
That's all part of a day's work as the last two men attack the target set by Kiri. Badenhorst on the far side, Ojanaho closest. And it's the South African who gets away first. And incidentally, wearing Riku Kiri's big javelin spikes. A big push there from Gerrit. Look at this, 11.51. That is the winning time. Ojanaho, very slow in comparison. Actually being hampered there by the bonnet digging in the sand. And Gerrit, of course, has relegated Forbes Cowan down into 5th place. Here comes Ojanaho, 27 seconds dead. He's in 7th place.
Well, you certainly don't need to be an expert to see who was the quickest by far. And it wasn't Jorma, so his hopes for consistency haven't lasted long.
This is Riku's. What do you say, Gerrit?
Yeah, we just
That is Riku's.
We just spoke to Riku. We said, you lent Gerrit your shoes.
Yeah.
He came first. He said, it is the last time he helps you.
You mustn't be like that.
That was a fantastic win by Badenhorst, and that has put him 4 points ahead of his nearest rivals, and one of them is the reigning champion, Magnús Ver Magnússon.
I would be more confident if I would feel I had the same strength and same powers as I had the 2 previous years. But I don't think I have.
Onwards and upwards now, quite literally, for event number 3, which on a very windy beach is the throw for height. It uses a completely different set of skills altogether. In this event, the weight isn't actually that heavy, 12 kilos, about the same as a portable telly. What's difficult is getting it up over that wall behind me, which is going to increase in height as the event carries on. We're looking to see throws which are higher than a double-decker bus. Now, the highest throw wins, but what's interesting about this event is that no one who was very good at it last year has actually got through to the final, so it's quite an open field. But for my money, Forbes Cowan could catch up on his points here, because at 6'5", he's already halfway up the wall.
Well, just look at this. The sea just off Cocoa Beach, normally calm, but today the winds are blowing like crazy. 30 knots plus, but it shouldn't affect us too much.
Which one of you is going to win this event, do you think?
Me.
Magnus?
I would say neither of us. If I were to put my finger on somebody to win this event, that would be Riku.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, the competition is already an hour old, and this is going to be Ojanaho's 3rd and final attempt at a height of 6 meters. That's 19.5 feet. And just Bergmanis has been eliminated, so he's got 3 8th places so far. And the Finn finishes in 7th place. First in event 1 now, and 2 7th places in a row. Vagadal now. Another brand new event for him, and he took 3 attempts at the previous height of 5.85. A big swing. Oh, it just sneaked over. Forbes Cowan now in a bit of trouble. Just 3 attempts allowed at each height. This is his last one. So his fiancée, along with the rest of us, just a little bit nervous for the Scot. Oh, I thought it had gone over. Philippa's prediction is out of the window. Cowan takes 6th place. Kiri has yet to fail a height.
Well, I mean, I've got a lot to do in the last events. The deadlift will be a bad event for me, so I've really got to pull it out the bag in events that are left.
Cowan really does need a couple of wins, doesn't he? This is Magnus, and it's easy. Still in there fighting. Well, 5 men left in the competition. This is Flemming Rasmussen. Again, a 3rd attempt at this height of 6 meters. Just like a high jump competition, really. Or in actual fact, because of the sort of heights we're talking about, it's a pole vault contest. And it's sneaked over, just like Vagadal's. He stays in. And now our first glimpse of big Riku Kiri, the man expected to be good at this by the rest. Just taking his time, composing himself. Oh, and then boom, just like a human catapult for that breeze block. Now this is a surprise, the overall leader in a spot of bother here. Gerrit needs this one to stay in, otherwise it's only 4 points, and that will certainly mean the chasing group will close in on the South African. A big throw required now. Oh, he's got it. Oh, no, look, can you believe it? Wife Olivia knows that was close. The same thing happened to Magnus a few attempts ago, so he says welcome to the club. And disappointment for Gerrit's supporters. And the wall goes up.
You must be disappointed because
I think I blow it. I blow it. You know, if I must work it in all the events where I'm strong and not strong, I felt that I can be in the first 2 or 3 here, and I think I blow it here.
That remains to be seen. Meanwhile, we've moved on to yet another height. 630, that's over 20 feet. Regin, who was successful at 6:15 on his 3rd attempt. He certainly guaranteed his best finish no matter what, but he goes out of the competition. He will finish 3rd ahead of Flemming Rasmussen, who failed 6:15. And commiserations there from Magnús Ver Magnússon, who'd love to get this height. There's Flemming, but he's still happy. Magnus, 2 big swings, and heave-ho. Oh, yes! The first man to clear at 6:30. Riku Kiri to follow, never shows much emotion, but he has a tremendous desire to win every contest. Magnus knows that. Oh, that's clear by a huge margin. And up we go again to 6 meters 60. That's about 4 feet higher than a double-decker bus. And this is the champion's 2nd attempt. Nearly 2 hours we've been going in this competition. We've got through about 50 breeze blocks altogether. Kiri prowling away in the background. Not quite. Oh, oh dear. Here comes Kiri now. This could be the winning throw. Riku has to go for it. He's looked totally in control so far, right from the beginning. Incredible upper body strength, and he gets it. He almost punched a hole through the wall. He's definitely the top man at the moment. Magnus, his very last attempt at this height, but at least he's guaranteed 2nd place. Oh, it's a big effort, but it's not enough. That's 7 points for Iceland. Maximum points, though, to Riku Kiri.
I don't know about you, but I hated watching that event. It's fine when the bricks go over, but it's awful when they come hurtling back down towards somebody's head.
Yes, I'm very happy this. Yes, I'm very happy this event because I need points. It's very important for me.
Did Magnus surprise you?
Yeah, it's very good.
And Riku's English is getting better too. Well, as we predicted, Gerrit's lead is gone. Riku has tied at the top with him, while Magnus is just a point behind. Forbes in 6th place.
And so to the lagoon for the Hercules hold.
So Ojanaho, the first man we're going to see, although Rasmussen with 30 seconds and Vagadal with 29 have already gone. And the construction of this apparatus on the rocks overlooking Cocoa Beach really has been amazing, especially getting those 1.5-ton cars onto the rostrum. And this is one of those events where there's very little action. But when the brakes are taken off on those two cars, believe me, the effort from the competitors is incredible. Ojanaho's chest and arms are really big. He's got a 50-inch chest of solid muscle and arms bigger than most people's legs. The grip, of course, is so important, and this is where it begins to hurt. He needs the willpower as well to hang on for as long as possible. He's well over the leading time and really now being stretched to the limit. That looks very painful indeed. It's a great time, 47.8 seconds, and that leads by over 17 seconds. Bergmanis, in fact, has just finished 29.86. Forbes Cowan now, renowned for a strong grip. So this event could see him on his way to improving from 5th place, locked into position, and trying to relax, if that's at all possible, with such a massive weight, trying to tear you apart. Forbes not the dominant force he was in the heat, but he is hanging in there. There's Angela with the watch, over 25 seconds. This is a good time. 1/10 of a second in this event could make all the difference. Coming up to 35 seconds. He's got a huge amount of support from the crowd. And look at this, he's shaking like a leaf. He's closing in on Ojanaho's time, 47.80 to beat. Oh, the right arm just gave way. He's just short, but he's in 2nd place. A very painful experience. Everyone now ready for the joint leader, Gerrit Badenhorst. Equal on points with Riku Kiri, but not confident about his ability in this event. He's had an injury in his hand for some years now. We surely got to stretch out from that position. That looked uncomfortable. He's checking with the referee. He didn't like that at all. Well, those cars were rolling back hard when he started. This is not looking good for Gerrit Badenhorst. Oh, he really is suffering 18.55. Absolutely disgusted, and sympathetic applause. Demonstrating there what happened at the beginning of the event. Not happy at all. Neither is Olivia there in the center.
He said, are you ready for the tension? I thought they're gonna, take the cars a little bit down, and then they pull out both my grips. But in any case, I would have been last in this in any case.
Well, certainly that performance gives Magnus a chance to close in now. And he's making perfectly sure that everything is set. Magnus always thorough in his preparation for every event. There's somebody in the crowd there shouting, "No pain." That's very easy to say. He looks okay at the moment, though, coming up to 20 seconds. And this event, I suppose, deriving from the medieval torture of being tied up to 2 horses. Magnusson coping well. He's already gone past 3 men and now closing in on the leaders. Oh, that's a surprise. I thought he was heading for over 40 seconds. So Magnus in 3rd place with just 1 man to go. Well, Flemming didn't beat his time. He's down in 4th place. And here's Riku Kiri, just getting the cars adjusted, and he knows exactly now what he has to do in this event. Kiri going for his 2nd win in a row, and that would certainly put daylight between himself and the rest at the halfway stage. Looks in control with the benefit of those huge hands and arms. He's going well, isn't he? And looks comfortable. Closing in on the rest, over 30 seconds. He's gone past Magnusson. That's bad news for the Icelander. Now then, for the top 2, Forbes at 46 seconds, Jorma at 47. He's done it. The first signs of distress for Riku Kiri, but it's a magnificent time, 49.19. He's done it.
Big hands, warm heart? Nope, big hands, good grip, and obviously that helped Riku. Once again, he comes top of the board, and another bad event for Gerrit.
So at halfway, Riku has leapfrogged into the lead with a 4-point advantage over his closest rival Magnússon. Badenhorst is shunted back into third, and Forbes moves up one into fifth.
Are you now beginning to feel a little more confident?
Lopputulokseen tämä oli tietenkin ratkaiseva päivä, että 8 pistettä molemmista ja saatiin repästyä 4 pisteen kaula. Että nyt täytyy vain yrittää taistella loppuun asti, että se rako pysyy.
Riku is in a very good shape. He's only done 2 competitions this year, which he did very well in. And I think I've never seen him better.
Now a trip down luxury lane. This is one of the most impressive and beautiful hotels on the island, Le Tous Rock, and they invited all the men, their wives and families, even the crew, to relax for a day in between events. Just one day to switch off and forget the tension. We were all shipped out to Île aux Cerfs, a tiny island used almost exclusively by the hotel. And with 8 strongmen on board, the boat was pretty low in the water. A warm welcome awaited all of them, even though a few of the men weren't sure about how flowers suited their image. Still, Gerrit always knows how to have a good time. It was an afternoon of trying new water sports and new challenges, a chance to discover what Mauritius could really be like and see things from a different perspective. It's hard work, isn't it, this world's strongest man?
Yeah, it is. Lying in the sun, enjoying yourself, yeah. In between events, it's nice.
So what's the difference having Olivia here? Does it help or does it make it worse?
No, it helped definitely. It's nice to have her here for me. Sometimes you feel like you want someone to enjoy something with you, you know.
And Forbes Cowan obviously feels the same way. Here he is enjoying himself, but this trip has seen him take the plunge in more ways than one. He asked his girlfriend Angela to marry him. What's it going to be like being married to a strong man?
I'm stronger than him. He's a big softie really, but I'm not allowed to tell him to do that actually.
Even though it's true. And it was all finished by a barbecue and an evening of entertainment underneath the stars in the light of the fire. Angela flirting there with Brian Bell's little boy. Forbes won't be very pleased. It was a fabulous, never-to-be-forgotten night for all of us, and a welcome break from the weeks of tension.
What a fabulous night, and what a shame we all had to come back. Back to Lococo Beach, back to work, and for our strongman, back to the stage on the rocks for a brand new event to World's Strongest Man. It was the Cask Circle. And Gerrit Badenhorst up first, due to finishing 8th in the previous event. Now you'll soon get the hang of this. The barrels weigh 300 kilograms, and they've got to be carried around the circle as many times as possible. And away we go. The total distance is going to be measured in degrees, just like the points of a compass. Coming up to halfway, so already that's 180 degrees. And it'll be 360, of course, for the full distance, and off we go again. The pressure on the arms must be excruciating. That's 1.5 rotations, and he's just slowing down a little bit. Getting very close to 2 rotations altogether. Oh, he can't quite make it. His score is 701, and Gerrit's adoring fans cheer their man. The exact measurement is required.
Some of the other guys didn't try it yet, but I think it's not bad, but it's beatable.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. It's Regin Vagadal to go now. And with a nautical theme, our sea captain may well find this a very good event for him. Vagadal, probably the smallest man in the final in terms of body weight, but he's rock solid. Speeding towards 360 degrees. He's going very quickly indeed. Well, Gerrit Badenhorst said his target was beatable, and Regin seems to be well on the way. He looks very comfortable. He's even looking confident. Look at this, enjoying it almost. That's twice round. He's done ever so well. It's just beginning to slip a little bit more. That's the final score, 799 degrees, 2.25 revolutions. A very good effort in another event he's never tried before.
the breathing hard?
Yes. The breathing and the biceps. That's the most difficult.
Now, when I saw you warming up this morning, before breakfast, you were actually playing snooker.
Warm your biceps up.
Tell you what, him and his coach, they're never off the snooker table. Well, now it's Bergmanis, who knows exactly what the target is. His forearms are very heavily strapped. And Raymond, who competed in Atlanta in the super heavyweight weightlifting. He's the Latvian champion for Olympic weightlifting, a superman. And like Vagadal before him, his experience in these types of events has been virtually non-existent, but he's shown great competitive spirit and has enjoyed himself immensely. He's passed 1.5 revolutions now, with over 40 stones body weight jammed into his arms and chest. He's still walking well. Bergmanis is going into the lead. Oh my goodness, what a finish. The medics should be up there as soon as possible. Oh, here they come. Total exhaustion more than anything, but he did take a big knock from the beam. Being helped up on his feet, he says he's okay. But look at this, on his way down and very nearly out cold. That could have been nasty, but he is recovering. Thank goodness for that.
Is your throat all right?
Okay.
Oh! Wow. How about the other one?
Oh, those are good.
It's just a little bruise.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
So Bergmanis in the lead, but look at this. Asta, Magnus's girlfriend, concerned here as the champion argues the toss with the referee over the positioning of his weightlifting belt. Dougie Edmonds quite clear he can't rest the beam on his belt. I think Kiri was thinking about doing the same thing. So the rules have been sorted out and Magnus is on his way. 2.25 times around the dial is the Icelander's target. Now Magnusson doesn't look that big, but he's so well proportioned. 20 stones plus his physique, over 130 kilograms. And those barrels, in fact, weigh about the same as 2 Riku Kiris. Imagine trying to carry 2 of him like a babe in arms. He's still going well, but the beam is beginning to slip just a little bit. And coming up to 2 revolutions now. Just a little more to beat Raimonds' target. He's nearly there. He's gone past now. Coming up to 900, that is fantastic. 946 altogether, a really gutsy effort. Magnusson now making a big move in order to defend his title.
Well done, Magnus. I think you were a bit angry there.
You could say that at least.
Tell me about the belt. What was the problem?
Well, suddenly the judge decided to change his rules. You're not allowed to have the buckle in front on your belt. In the middle of competition, he changes that.
Well, Dougie has stuck to his guns,
Forbes
and that's
Cowan,
that.
Scotland.
What is Forbes wearing on his belt? It's a hairband. It's a tartan hairband. Who told you that?
So, a good luck charm for the Scot. I'll tell you what, he's going to need it here. Up we go, and away we go. Angela described Forbes as a big softie. I'm not sure I'd go as far as that, but all these men do have a gentle side, except when they're in a contest like this. And then it's total commitment, aggression, and guts. So coming up to 360 degrees. And every man so far has beaten the target they've been set by the previous competitors. And if Forbes could do it here, it would be a massive boost to his confidence, not to mention his score. But I fear that beam is slipping. He's going to complete 720. Angela there shouting. He must aim to get as far as her. He's not going to do it. 767, and that will give him 3rd place so far. Oh, his heart must be pounding and his lungs bursting. Well, it's Kiri to go last once again. He's been pacing around backstage. There's lots of chalk on his hands and his arms. And look at this, his hands clasped over his arms as well. First time we've seen that. If he won this one as well, it would be 3 in a row. and you would have to start fancying his chances of lifting the title. Magnússon very interested, of course. Well, Kiri looking very, very strong indeed. He's a little bit slower on his feet than some of the other guys, but still totally focused on the job he has to do. Now moving towards 2 revolutions, 720 degrees. But I'm not sure he's going to go much further. It's slipping all the time. It's 720 exactly.
That's it. I won.
Magnússon tasting success. I bet he's relieved to have won for the first time this year.
So, a victorious Magnús, and Raimonds Bergmanis had his best result so far, but Riku unhappily slipping down to mid-table, and Gerrit's bad run seems to go on forever.
Yeah, I'm really happy to win this event. This pulled me and Riku further away from the others. So he's not running away with it yet.
That event has made a big difference to the overall score. 2 men locked together at the top. Forbes is now up to 3rd, which is encouraging, but Gerrit drops out of the top 3 for the first time.
Now, Magnús is the champion. You would like to be the champion, so from now on you must beat him. Is that possible?
No, nyt on tasapisteitä ja 3 lajia tekemättä ja jompikumpi meistä voittaa. Yritän parhaani.
And for us, a trip through startlingly beautiful scenery like this leads us to the location for those next 3 events, the capital of the island. Event 6 takes place in the centre of Port Louis, and the pace really hots up now for the Farmer's Walk. It's a race in 2 heats, so 2 groups of 4 men, and they have to carry 2 oxygen cylinders, each weighing 120 kilos for 60 metres, 30 metres down the course towards the port and 30 metres back up. And with Riku and Magnús lying neck and neck at the top of the field, the pressure is really on. But this event is about speed. The fastest man wins.
There's Riku Kiri pacing and wondering. And Forbes Cowan from the Glasgow branch of the Foreign Legion. Badenhorst is wondering why it's all gone wrong. They all go in the 2nd heat, but here are our first group. Bergmanis is closest, Ojanaho, Rasmussen and Vagadal.
Ready!
And they all get safely away, and as Philip has said, this is all about speed, whilst hanging on for dear life to about 19 stones in each hand. Rasmussen is just in the lead. Bergmanis is up there too. At the turn, it's the Dane in about 17 seconds. Ojanaho and Bergmanis together, Vagadal in 4th place. And Rasmussen is stretching away a little. Bergmanis is hanging on. Now this is going to be a very fast time, 29.95. Here comes Bergmanis, then Ojanaho. But the Faroe Islander Vagadal is trailing in here. Surprising, because he won a similar event in the heats. Vagadal is going to drag himself over the line. No doubt about the winner, though. It was very quick indeed.
Flemming, at last. That looked good.
Yeah, I needed a good race because we're so close. So I needed a very good race.
But there are still 4 men to go, and 4 men who are battling for this championship. This event could change the scores very quickly. Badenhorst is nearest, Magnússon, Kiri and Cowan. It's a very fast start by all of them. Magnús just pulling away a little bit. This is phenomenal. Cowan is going well on the far side. Halfway approaching, it's a little bit faster than Rasmussen's halfway time, about 16 seconds. Gerrit almost shoulder to shoulder with Magnússon, but the Icelander pulling away again. And Magnússon is going for victory. He's going to do it, 28.19, and Badenhorst has gone down. That's let the other 2 in. Can you believe it? The South African lost valuable points there. Kiri may be close to Flemming's time.
I can tell you, you've got 28.19, so Flemming, he's beaten your time.
Oh, okay.
But we don't know about the rest yet.
Can you believe that cruel luck there for Gerrit? His only weakness, his grip, failed him again, and he slipped down from 2nd to 6th place just in the last moment. It's cost him valuable points. And he knows it. He looks so disappointed. One of those times when you just need to be on your own.
Magnusson's push for victory coming just at the right moment with a vital 2-point lead ahead of Kiri. Cowan now equal in third place, but surely the title will go to just one of two men.
Can you win it 3 times in a row? I'll ask you again.
Well, it's still hard to say. Anything can still happen. But I'm hoping for the best now. I'm getting the hunger back.
And next, underneath the blue skies and palm trees, another instrument of torture awaits for the deadlift.
And that's the situation so far. Vagadal, Ojanaho and Forbes Cowan are out, in fact, and Forbes will finish that event with just a single point. The first man we're going to see is the Latvian, Raimonds Bergmanis, and he's going to have a try at 350 kilos in an event for the first time in the contest he believes he can do well in.
Ready?
He gets himself strapped on, and here comes the pull. He's a great weightlifter, and that is success. Yes, thank you. Flemming Rasmussen now with the same weight. Incidentally, Gerrit Badenhorst has passed on this weight. He wants to go higher. This man equal third overall with Forbes Cowan. He's got to keep pulling, but he's blown it. He's down in 5th place.
Magnús Magnússon.
And Magnus is getting well and truly psyched up for this one. And he's a former European champion at deadlift, so this could be a banker event for him at just the right time. Now look at this, using weightlifting straps. That makes sure that it doesn't become just a grip event. It's all on the legs and the back, and that will certainly help Gerrit Badenhorst, who's up next, and that is very impressive. This man looking more confident than he did 3 or 4 events ago. More weight going onto the bar, 370 kilos, that's over 800 pounds. Now, Gerrit Badenhorst is a bit of a specialist at this exercise as well. Magnus, a former European champion. This man, a former world record holder for the deadlift. Even if he does well here, his chances of taking the title have really gone, haven't they? But that was smooth as silk. Controlled on the way down as well. That was perfect. Bergmanis again getting strapped on. And he's used to this sort of movement in his sport of Olympic weightlifting. This is a really massive weight. It's going slowly, but he can't quite get it past the knees. He couldn't lock out. He's enjoyed this competition. Gerrit appreciating the effort as well. Riku Kiri now. Surely he has to beat Magnus here if he's got any hope of closing the gap. And the Sunday morning calm of Port Louis certainly disturbed by crashing weights and the clicking of cameras. It's going to be a long, long pull, but he's got it. It wasn't fast, but that doesn't matter. It was all the way up. Elizabeth Kiri appreciating a great effort there. Badenhorst looking quietly confident. Magnusson again. He must get this one up to keep the pressure on the Finn and Badenhorst. You've got to get in a solid position to start, and he's done it. Oh, tremendous. And in fact, the bar going up again for the 3 men left in the competition, 390 kilos. And Badenhorst and Magnusson have elected to pass this weight. So the only man attempting it is Riku Kiri. Possibly the biggest test of his competition so far. And just sit back and watch the effort he puts in. Here we go. Oh, well, I put the kiss of death on that one, didn't I? He's finished. Disappointment for Kiri. And up we go again. 410 kilograms, that's over 900 pounds. And it's Gerrit Badenhorst to go first, being helped on with the belt by Berem Venenberg, who only just missed out on a place in this final. Gerrit is really psyched up. Olivia looks very calm. But I tell you, this is a massive target, even for a world record holder. And the European champion as well. He goes next. A tremendous weightlifting competition. Oh, it's just off the floor, straining every muscle fibre in his body. Badenhorst comes back in form. He knows it. And so do they. A really phenomenal lift by the South African. Tremendous lifting by Badenhorst. And Magnús Magnússon getting out there, wasting no time. Tiny little ballet shoes he's wearing. It does help these deadlifters get in the right position to start with. And this one of the biggest displays of strength we've seen so far. Fail this, which he has done, and he takes second place. Second place for Magnússon. First place for South Africa.
This year's final is exactly as it should be, and so far each event seems to have suited a different man. And this time, Gerrit, the man with the massive personality, gets his respect back.
The bull is back in business.
Yeah, I like the pure strength events. This is about the only real pure strength event in the competition, and I prove again that I'm the strongest deadlifter in the world.
And as a result, he moves back into the top three. But look at Magnús, 3 points clear now, having beaten Kiri there. And more than ever, it looks as though he's on the verge of something special.
What would that mean to you, going back to Iceland for a fourth time World's Strongest Man?
I think this would be the sweetest victory of them all.
You've been in this situation before in South Africa 2 years ago. Does it feel worse now?
Joo, silloin oli loppupisteessä 2 pistettä eroa ja lähtökohta oli suunnilleen viimeisessä lajin sama kuin nyt. Toisaalta sitten taas oli vuosi taaksepäin Ranskassakin sama. Tämä on nyt 3. kerta ja sama tilanne.
Just tell me in one word, Riku or Magnús?
Magnús. It's got it here.
Well, Queen Victoria certainly isn't giving anything away, but I don't think she likes the look of the power stairs, which are immediately in front of her. It's a new event, it's tough, and it will decide our winner.
And Bergmanis closest to us and Vagadal come out for their last performance in 1996. And 3 massive weights, each weighing 200 kilograms, to be lifted on top of the rostrum. Regin on the right-hand side. Raimonds Bergmanis going well. And these guys, 2 excellent competitors, did very well to come through the heats, but they desperately need more experience to challenge for the big titles. So 1 each on top of the rostrum. Raimonds going well with the second. Oh, Vagadal struggling with that second one. And look at this, he's well ahead now as the Latvian. And Regin has finished, he walks away. Bergmanis is struggling as well at this point, but at least he's got 2 on top. That's enough for him too. Mixed fortunes for both men. Forbes Cowan can't wait to get started. Ojanaho already waiting at the start. The bodybuilder turns strongman. Cowan just off the pace in a few events.
Take your on the whistle.
But both men have really given their all in this contest. And off we go, it's neck and neck. 200 kilos each, those weights, a massive weight to lift. And there's 3 of them to go. Forbes just needed to push that on a little bit. And Cowan just ahead at the turn. This is very dramatic here. Up we go. And if they can get a 3rd one on top, one of these men will definitely take the lead in this event. They really are level pegging. Both beginning to look exhausted. Now, can they complete the last one? Forbes just creeping ahead. I think Ojanaho might be coming back to him. Ojanaho is just edging ahead, in fact. Just 1 to go, and the Finn has done it. Tremendous performance. Jorma found his 2nd wind. Come on, Forbes. That's it. It's all over. They're pretty big, aren't they? And effective. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men it takes to get those weights back down to earth. Gerrit Badenhorst there. He can't win now, neither can Flemming. But there is prize money at stake, so it's all to go for. Gerrit blasts away. Flemming close behind. A very quick start by both men, bouncing those weights up the platform. And Flemming coming back straight away. In fact, the Dane just out of shot. There he is. He's in the lead now. And Rasmussen developing into a great strength athlete. 53.64 to beat. And this is very quick from Rasmussen. Gerrit, he's lost a bit now. Rasmussen, 4 more steps to go. Now 3. Gerrit's really got to get a move on now to keep his 3rd place overall. Oh, Rasmussen is struggling, and Badenhorst is coming back. Both men are slipping all over the place. Oh, my goodness. He can't get the last one on, and Badenhorst beats him. What a fantastic finish. A stunning finish, in fact. Badenhorst's campaign is over, and I think he's just finished with a spring in his step. Well done to the South African. So just 2 men left in now, and Riku Kiri has got an outside chance to take it all away from Magnus. And there really is tension in the air. Oh, and Kiri has walked away. He's shaking his hands and says, that's it, I'm settling for 2nd place. And so Magnusson can't be caught. That means the champion has done it. Well, in some ways an anticlimax, but Magnus must surely realize that victory is his. The sweet victory he so badly wanted. And Asta, I'm sure, has figured it out, along with everybody else. Kiri sticking around, applauding a great champion. The time is irrelevant now. He won't win this event, but he is going to be crowned champion for the 3rd year in a row, the 4th of his career. 2 more steps for victory, a victory for consistency, some occasional flashes of brilliance, and as Gerrit suggested, tactics and cunning. An exhausted champion congratulated by Kiri. Iceland has had some great champions in the past, but this man may well go down as the greatest ever.
Well, a win for Gerrit in that event, but unfortunately just not good enough to make him the champion. A shame about Riku, an agonising finish, but he showed great team spirit in staying to support Magnus, who sits with a beaming and very proud Asta by his side, triumphant. And she's more than ready to cool him down after his hard work.
The final result. Forbes Cowan, I think, did very well to finish in 5th place, just behind Flemming. Badenhorst and Kiri, the runners-up. But there is no doubt about the historic winner.
Last year I asked you at the end, can you do it 3 times in a row? You said maybe. What about 4 times?
Oh, no. I think I would be pushing my luck too much there. But you never know. I told myself, at least for the past 2 or 3 years, you know, never again. But I keep still coming back for more. I don't know why. I think I forget too soon.
He won't forget this one in a hurry, nor will anybody who witnessed Magnús Ver Magnússon, the world's strongest man.
Say goodbye to Del and Rodney. Only Fools and Horses next on BBC One.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.